Did you come across any time in your 25 years that you felt, let's give it up and do something else?
You do feel that you should be doing a nice job. Then your life is all your own. You can enjoy it to the core. I tried to get a grasp of the share market. Then I went to some diamond market for a while. And I did a few modeling assignments, which I got for pocket money. Then I did science, which again, my father wanted me to do very forcefully.
मुझे नहीं करने आइडिया को समझ क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? मुझे बता, क्या करेगा तू?
During the lockdown, we got some beautiful projects in Nepal. So I used to cross the border in the truck, sitting with the laborers over there just to show that we are taking the material over there. And I was stuck during the lockdown for 4 months.
Tell me one project which you really remember very fondly.
We have done a hospital at Juhu, Criticare Hospital. And it was a very, like a compact building, 1,000 square feet on each floor approximately. So it was very, very challenging with regards to the space and the requirements what the clients had.
You have done this entire podcast being barefoot.
Yeah.
What is the reason for that?
I was given the shoes.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Connecting the Dots, and this time I'm very excited to have a great personality.
Thank you.
Ar.Amitaabh Talreja in the house.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome Amitaabh, and thanks for gracing our podcast this season.
Pleasure to be with you for the Marshalls beautiful podcast. One of its kind.
Yes, we are one of its kind, true. And let me begin it with the most obvious question, Amitaabh.
Amitaabh.
You know? So first time I met you also, because it's such a grand name.
Correct, right. So true.
It's the Bollywood king.
Correct, Bollywood king.
So I'm going to ask the obvious question. Ye naam kaise pada?
Naam kaise pada? I suppose my mother and my sister were a Bollywood fan.
Okay.
And from there, I suppose they were very fond of Amitabh, and that's how the name became Amitabh.
So are you also a big fan of his?
Yes, I'm a big fan of Bollywood.
Okay.
I even met Amitabh in person as well.
Okay.
So got the pleasure to meet him. And that's it, yeah. So it's like a lovely name. People really recognize Amitabh kind of stuff,
Because he's of course the superstar.
The
of
superstar,
Bollywood.
100%.
But very few people actually kept their name Amitabh. So
Right,
you very rarely come across somebody's name as Amitabh. For example, Shah Rukh Khan had kept his son's name Aryan.
And
every second person born had a name Aryan.
Right. Correct.
So great to meet an Amitabh in the interior architecture.
I'm really obliged to hear that. Thanks a lot.
So let me begin. I was reading about you, and one of the things which struck me, that you are an avid climber.
Correct.
You have
I would love to do that again and again.
To Everest Base Camp.
Correct.
So how does that Everest Base Camp work? Is it another level which you need to climb to reach that, and then you climb the Everest? How does that work? And how did you get into this hiking business?
So Nepal has called me around about 15 years back. So I've been visiting Nepal since 15 years for work, obviously.
Okay.
So I made good friends over there, good clients over there. And with the group around, I would love mountains. I don't know. That's why Nepal called me, Pashupatinath called me to Nepal. And with the whole group, I just heard someone just whispering, there's a trip happening to Everest Base Camp. I said, boss, I want to be a part of it, whatever may happen.
Okay, so you were in Nepal when you decided to go?
Yes, I was luckily in Nepal for work and the call happened.
Okay.
So I stayed back and I said, okay, I'm going to plan this out. I'm going to leave my work aside for a while and do this beautiful, beautiful trip, touch base camp and come back like that. So we were 13 of us. We took a plane, a small mini plane, which takes us to there. So it was a private jet kind of a stuff. We flew down to the most scariest landing in Kathmandu. No, not in Kathmandu. That was more about Tiluche. There's a airport called as Tiluche, if I'm not mistaken. We landed over there. So every day we used to trek around about 6 hours.
Okay. And mountainous trek.
Just a good walk, beautiful air, beautiful breeze, beautiful water, clean, serene place. So from every 6 hours, we used to take a break, stay overnight, acclimatize ourselves over there with the weather and the kind of height we are reaching up to. And we used to walk again the next day. So being 13 people, it was an amazing trek. Met so many new people, made friends, saw the wonderful nature over there, which I couldn't even think about. And it was an amazing trek. So the last day when we reached on the 9th day on the top, obviously the the air pressure was very less. So some people were not feeling well. We thought of making them fly back again to Mumbai.
Okay.
But again, somehow the oxygen was arranged for them, and they got back their health together.
Okay.
And then we did the base camp, and then we came back in the helicopter to the base, where we again took a plane to come back to Kathmandu. So it was an adventurous trip, one of its kind, lovely trip.
So how long was this journey from
10
the
days.
airport to the base camp?
So airport to the base camp, it took us to reach 9 days. The 9th day we were at the Everest base camp.
And then you were just in tents every
Correct,
night.
right.
That
So
must have been
tenting-
one amazing experience.
Tenting didn't happen really because where it was snowing, so we couldn't really stay in a tent, but there were proper decent hotels over there.
Okay.
So we stayed in the hotels.
Okay.
And obviously the temperatures were minus degrees, right? So it was a kind of a adventure which I'll never forget all my life. Then we came back to Kathmandu and back to work. That's the way it was.
So you brought, before we got into that story, you talked about Pashupatinath calling
Correct.
you into Nepal.
Correct.
Tell
Right.
us, because very rarely you find people designing things in a foreign country.
Correct.
Nepal, I know it's still a foreign country, but
So true.
even though it is not,
Correct.
but it's still more prone to Delhi and North rather
Correct,
than
right.
people from Bombay
Yes.
going that. So how did that happen to you, that you started getting clients from Nepal all the way?
So through references, we got the work in Nepal. So we did one small bungalow, then the second small bungalow. There was small baby steps which we took in Nepal. So after the work started coming in, there was no looking back, So we had around about till now 50, 75 odd projects done in Nepal. Pokhara, Bhairwa, Birganj, all the places around Kathmandu. We set up a office over there. We got a company registered there.
Okay.
And we started doing designing. We started doing execution. We did execution for some architect from Calcutta. We did some contracting projects, turnkey projects, all mix of it. Like that. So majorly being Nepal, it's all about bungalows rather than residential high rises because it's an earthquake prone zone.
Yes.
So people have their own plots. They build up the architecture part of it. Then we get into the interiors. Luckily, we have even been able to do 2 or 3 architecture projects also on our own.
Okay.
Because design is mainly master planning of the place in the right format. We hire the local structural guys over there, and we get the sign off done from them, and the project executed with our team over there.
But how has it been? Because of course, when you, even within India, when you go from one place to other, there's so
Correct.
much change in terms of how things work. How was that experience? Working in Bombay and then going out in Nepal to set up a business, or first to design and then again set up a business. How was it easy? Was it difficult?
See, with God's grace, the work just came flowing in through word of mouth. So Nepal is a very small place.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everybody, right? So the major part of the industry is Marwadis, right? So they rule the country over there.
Okay.
So everyone knows everybody, and they meet up every evening. It's like Goa, work. They work till 6, 7 o'clock. After that, it's all about parties, house parties, outdoor parties, and it's a very, very well knitted community. So that's how work started flowing in through word of mouth, one after the other. So offices, residences, and they understand our language very well. They also are very well traveled. They know about design a lot, right? So it was easy to get the designs communicated to them and get it executed. Execution is a very big challenge over there because getting the skilled labor over there was a big task. So we tried taking a few laborers from contractors from India.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're local. Obviously, the MEP team has to be local over there who are going to be doing the service for us later after we hand over the projects to them. So those were local guys. Rest all contractors were majorly from UP, Bihar, Rajasthan and stuff like that working over there.
Okay.
And they were decently good, and obviously we need to spend a lot of time on site to get the work executed by them. Selections were done. We used to fly down to Delhi. Local material was also available.
Okay.
Delhi, China and stuff like that, and get the stuff for them.
So how much time do you now give to Nepal, and how much time do you give to Mumbai, I may say?
See,
Or I may
Nepal
ask.
Nepal is like we used to be going every month for a week.
Okay.
Staying back, getting all the work done, depending on the work. So fly out date was fixed, return was never fixed,
Acha.
depending on the work. Because when you commit to a client, you need to hand over the project, and you need to look at each and every nitty-gritties of the project. So we used to go there for a week to 15 days, used to be there, then back for a month.
Okay.
That's how we used to travel. The travel experience very good. During the lockdown, we got some beautiful projects in Nepal. So that time we had adventurous travel. So we used to go from here to Gorakhpur. From Gorakhpur, we used to cross the border in the truck.
Officially or
there's nothing official during the lockdown time, So we used to cross the border in the truck. Sitting with the laborers over there just to show that we are taking the material over there. It was a challenging experience, very, very nice. And I was stuck during the lockdown for 4 months. Enjoyed Nepal, beautiful.
Wow, so 4 months you
I
were
was
in
stuck
Nepal
in
during
Nepal.
the peak lockdown.
Peak lockdown.
Wow.
It was serene. It was beautiful. The weather was so nice, so peaceful, and like I used to go trekking. It's not not that strict a lockdown, and used to the very hilly terrain around in and around Kathmandu. So I used to go trekking around and saw beautiful places. Lost 10 kgs during that time. It was amazing. Had a ball of a time in Nepal.
I think everyone lost their
correct, right?
Lost weight during
correct.
COVID.
So true. 100%.
I also lost weight, and then I realized I'm losing weight not because I'm eating less, just that because I'm eating ghar ka khana.
So true.
All 3 meals are ghar ka khana. Every day
100%.
is ghar ka khana, and I lost weight just because of
eating healthy. Eating healthy. Right. So true.
So coming back to Bombay where it all started.
Correct, right.
You studied your architecture in
I did my
Rachana?
interiors in Rachnas. That was an advanced course and a certificate course.
Okay.
So I completed 1999. In 2000, I started my own business in Bombay.
So you did not go and work, which is the normal way.
Yes, I wanted to learn I wanted to learn the hard way, not the right way.
Not the right way.
Yeah, so I've been doing that all my life. So I was working for one of the contractors for Talati and Pantagi, Ruby Enterprise.
Okay.
So during my college days, obviously it was a part-time college, not a full-time college. Yeah. So I used to be sitting. I used to be going since he was known person to my father.
Okay.
So we used to be going and sitting at the site, managing the site work, what normally happens. So there was a site happening at Worli. So I was there for a year or two, 6 months or a year managing the site during my college times as an intern over there. So after my college got over, I got an offer of doing a small residence in Andheri. So that was my start. So there was like a bedroom and a bathroom to be done. That's like a bathroom ek prem katha kind of a stuff. I started with a small place that time. So very, very minuscule work. But after that, there was no looking back, obviously. God's grace and the dedication on site and regular follow-ups with clients and the work what I was able to grasp with the market at that time. Regular work used to be coming in, and design was like we started doing a 400 square foot residence that time, and today we are doing a 20,000 square feet bungalow. So that's the kind of work has been really changed.
So Amitabh, your surname being Talreja, I assume you are a Sindhi.
Yes, I'm a Sindhi. So
Shikarpuri, yes. The business blood flows through you.
Correct, right? So
you were talking about your dad's friend got you into your internship.
Correct.
Your dad was also involved in
my father's by profession. My father is a pathologist. He's a doctor.
Oh,
yes. So he wanted me to become a doctor, but somehow I was not made to become a doctor. So I was never into studies. I was not a bookworm basically.
Okay.
So I wanted to always be outdoors and stuff like that. I did multiple streams during my college days. I used to be working. I went to share market for a while. I was just trying to get a grasp of the share market. Then I went to some diamond market for a while. I tried to get a grasp of that.
Did you make any money?
Nowhere. As I said, I'm not a bookworm. I couldn't be in the office all the while.
Okay.
So it's all about being with friends, enjoying life. That was my motto that time.
Okay.
So
like typical Sindhi.
Like typical Sindhi, yes.
Bratish,
big time Bratish.
Yeah.
I was quite dedicated with that time I used to be more into workouts and fitness and stuff like that.
You still look fit.
I still look fit, but those were the golden days, I could just say that. So I used to be totally into gymming. And I did a few modeling assignments which I got for pocket money.
Okay.
And then I did a bit of personal training. I was into fitness. Wherever you could get a few bucks for yourself.
Nice.
And use that the right way. And that's how my journey started. I don't know. Then I did science, which again my father wanted me to do very forcefully. I didn't succeed in science.
So how did you get into interior design? Because it seems completely 180 degrees opposite to whatever you tried in the beginning.
so much. Right.
With the gymming and modeling. There was something which had nothing to do with education, nothing to do with design.
Correct.
and then you suddenly get into interior designing.
I don't know.
What flipped?
What flipped? So my mom had the genes. She was very, very much keen now, as we discuss right now. She says this was my inclination during my childhood days. I wanted to do.
She wanted to become an
Yeah,
interior designer.
yeah, like that. So he had that liking for design or some kind of inclination for that. I don't know. From that genes, I suppose I got into interiors. That just got me into it, and I did my course. Then I just got inclined to it.
Because in those times, when you're talking about late 90s,
Correct,
interior
right.
designing was not a fad as
Correct.
what it is today.
Correct, right,
And
yes.
Obviously, and in those times, agar koi interior designer hire karta tha,
Correct,
you thought
right.
that guy was really rich
So true,
to hire
100%,
a
100%, right.
interior designer.
Correct.
So very difficult decision. How did your dad react? Because being a Sindhi,
So-
the dad would have had his own.
He always wanted me to do become a doctor, obviously, because the blood gene is always there. He
Yeah.
said, I'm a pathologist, why don't you take it up? My sister also obviously didn't want to become a doctor. Obviously, she's married now. She's a homemaker. And I was like, boss, I can't even think of it. It's like, it can't even come in my wildest dream also to become a doctor.
Doctor.
So somehow I just got clinched to interiors and I started liking it, somehow.
But
And-
was there a tipping point somewhere in your life which made you just because your mom said
No, not mom, because mom said, I just said, I don't know what took me into interiors and what happened, I can't really recollect what happened 25 years back. But I don't know, it just took me there. There's a route which just happens on its
Yeah.
own. By fluke, you could say. This is like a by fluke kind of industry. I got into it and there was no looking back, bro. Like just then and there and just happened, From there, life changed totally. I was practicing from my dad's office clinic in Vadala.
Okay.
Then I bought my own office in Vadala because I wanted to stay close to my parents' house and my house
Okay.
in Vadala only. So from there, like amazing journey, amazing experiences. Every project is a learning lesson. Every clients give you an experience of its own, and
so after 25 years, no regrets. Why you
no
got
regrets,
into-
no regrets, no
why you
regrets.
got into
100%,
interior
100%.
designing?
One of its kind. I love it a lot, and like it's like a baby. It's like a baby. Every project is very close to you. You give your 100% to it, and every project has its own challenges with regards to materials, contractors, timelines, budgeting. Because budgeting is the whole ball game is all about budgeting and getting the project in the right budget and getting it completed in the similar format. So to dream to reality is what we really cater to the clients' things, and that's what we have been able to deliver to the clients till now. And that's how we have been surviving the market. The market is growing left, right, and center, and it's expanding to different boundaries all around the world.
But tell me, of course, 25 years is a long time.
Long time, yes.
Being in this field, and like
Correct.
you said, from day one, you were
Correct.
always into
Correct.
into your own firm rather
Yes,
than
yes.
working somewhere.
Correct, right.
And of course, being a Sindhi blood,
Correct, right.
you had that genes in you for business. But every business goes through its up and downs.
100%.
Where did you come across any time in your 25 years where you felt, let's give it up and do something else, or by God's grace that thing never came upon you?
See, if on a reality basis, yes, you do feel at times, you should be doing a nice job, a nice 10 to 6 job or a 10 to 8 job. Then your life is all your own. You can enjoy it to the core.
Yeah, weekends off.
Yeah, weekends are off, and you do not answer anybody after your working hours. There's limited responsibility. But again, I would say doing your own business, the kind of kick and the kind of the good feel factor comes to you is a different level altogether. Rather
Sense
than
of achievement.
sense of achievement is very different compared to when you're doing it for somebody else like that. And obviously, if I would have worked under somebody, I got a right experience, things that would have been much better. But again, I suppose whatever happens for good. By regretting, you're not going to reach anywhere, right? Rather than just go on the way it's going on, do your best, and you learn every day with your senior architects, with your friends, with your colleagues. There are so many design event which keeps happening with the architects and designers. We keep ourselves updating, and every project is a challenge. Is a different way of format with regards to the sizes, with regards to the design, with regards to the actual condition on site, clients' requirements. It is one of its kind. You learn every day.
So the way you passionately talk about the design part, tell me one project which you really remember very fondly, which probably was one of the most challenging, but also one of the most satisfying. Any project which comes to your mind, which you felt really tested you in all its ways, and still you came out. That was the project for you?
Just to recollect, we have done a few. Obviously, all projects are very close to our heart. But again, with regards to the sizes and the volumes, we have done a hospital at Juhu Criticare Hospital by Dr. Deepak Naam Joshi. That was one of its kind hospital which we did in 2000. So I was getting married that time, and this project came up, and it has to
That
become
was very young, very early in your career.
yeah, very early in my career.
Okay.
So that was a very challenging 7-story hospital from basement to the 7 floors, ICU, CT scans, MRI, operation theaters, one of its kind hospital which we did that time. It was very challenging because
you were saying you were getting married at that
yeah,
time.
that's right. So yeah, the time frame was such time frame to be completed in a certain stipulated time frame.
Okay.
The volume was very huge, right? And the project really came out very beautiful, and it was a very like a compact building, 1,000 square feet on each floor approximately into 7 stories, like that. So that was very challenging with regards to the space and the requirements what the clients had,
Okay.
Then with regards to residences, we did a 2,000 square feet residence in Dadar Matunga, which was a 5-bedroom requirement of a client. So 2,000 square feet having 5 bedroom fixed together in that kind of a compact space was a challenge, but again really came out very nice, very beautiful. Bombay obviously has a lot of issues with columns, spaces, beams, everything falling in place with keeping Vastu in mind, and all the things, requirements of the storages, which are never, clients always feel it's always less for them rather than whatever maximum we can provide them. So that's one of its project. Offices, what we have done. So we did an office around about 5,000 square feet in Nepal, which again was expanding the one floor plate on the terrace area, doing structural work, doing the interior part of it, and finishing in time. So all projects have a different challenges and beautiful stuff to come up with. And designs obviously one of its kind. Each project we try to give clients a different, fresh look rather than repeating the same design every time.
Okay.
So these are kind of projects what we have done which are interesting. We did a mall for a jeweler client which unfortunately shut down during lockdown. It was a 40,000 square feet mall which we designed for him. So around 100 shop-in-shop design what we did for him.
Okay.
So it was made, it got inaugurated, but lockdown he couldn't run the show. So he got to unfortunately shut it down. So different projects again.
So what it's with interior designers or anyone who gets into design, and which you just pointed out in your talk, you want to do different in every project that you do.
Correct.
But it's very difficult to create something new.
Correct.
Which you have not done previously, and challenge yourself.
Correct.
So what brings out that inspiration, or what is that creatively sparks you in getting these different ideas into you? What is your go-to thing when you are designing something new?
So the most important thing is the space management. That's the base of the house or any office or any bungalow. So first is having the place in the placement right, all the corners utilized very well, because that's the need of the hour for all the clients right today, because all houses are very compact in Mumbai, all said and done. And with regards to big houses, also what we're doing in Nepal, it's the same thing. Client wants as much as storage as possible. So once the master planning fits in the place, then we talk about the decor, the design. And the design obviously has to be different with regards to each and every family member, because the mother is there, the father is there, they have a different thought process. Coming to the children, they have a thought process. The guy or the female who just got married has a different process. So how do we want to manage the space with their design taste?
So how do you marry all these different thoughts and ideas? Because when you speak to interior designers, this is one of the challenge when you do residential is that there are 8 people or 5 people.
Correct. A joint family is always there. Correct. Right.
Okay, and all will have different thoughts about what home means to them and what home should look like as for them. How do you as an interior designer get them all on one page?
See, all designers have their own challenges and they do the same thing. We have to sit with them, brainwash them, get the designs in place, give them presentations, different kind of design concepts with the utility, which is the core for everybody. All architects and all clients want that stuff from them. So we have to sit with them, back and forth in design, make 3D views, make presentations, go on the sides, make them explain with the marking done on side physically, and make them get things done because they also want the house to be ready, and we also want to do the house to the best of our ability. So that confidence has to be built with time, with sitting with the client and making them understand that whatever we are doing is the best. And we obviously give them different options for the designs. Right, looking at those nitty-gritties, the details, and everything, they have to come to a certain agreement. Okay, this what we are doing is the best for them. Obviously, they have a traditional thinking, being senior citizens, right? The kids obviously have their own say. But again, looking at the space and looking at the requirement and what really fits in practically well, because practical really matters a lot, Just doing the furniture part or the design part and not really making it aesthetically work well for the place. It does really, in the long run, it gives back to them like that. So looking at all these things, they understand what we're talking about with the experience, what we have in the market, and they go with it. That's a gut feeling what they get from us.
Okay.
Like
but like I was touching upon, what inspires you to create? Because you spoke about space management as the first thing that you do.
Correct. Right.
Is you divide the space about
Right. Correct.
How much is going to go in which room, or what areas are going to be your storage, which are going to be your utility areas in a room.
Correct. Right.
How does that creative process work to you? And what I wanted to ask is, what inspires you to create?
Brother, it's something like it's in your blood. It's like a DNA, right? It can't go out of your mind, right? Correct, right? So it's like when you sit with a plan and we sit with the client, you obviously start visualizing it before the things come on paper. That's how it happens. Then you get things on paper after seeing the place or after seeing the existing layout provided by the builder or the architect who's doing the project. So you have the visualization already coming up in place with keeping it Vastu in mind. I suppose today everyone wants the house to have some kind of a Vastu aspect coming in place.
Have you personally done any Vastu course or Vastu learning or Vastu education?
I have not done any courses in Vastu, but again, with working with so many architects, so many clients who have their own Vastu consultants, right? So I suppose 70-80% of the knowledge we already have achieved it with spending time with so many people, and we try to give all those stuff back to the client without they asking for it, like that. Because again, changing the drawing for as per the ones you at earlier stage, client says Vastu wala nahi chahiye, we are not sure if we don't have the Vastu in place. Then all of a sudden overnight they say, hame to Vastu ke hisab se karna tha, why you don't look into all those aspects. So beforehand only we tell the client, sir, we have worked out all the things as per the Vastu aspects with regards to the office or the house or whatever we are doing or the bungalow we are doing, and 90% things are bang on with the place as per Vastu. Also, when the drawings go to them for the approvals.
So what are the basic Vastu compliances that you look into?
See, Vastu falls about fire, your cooking, water, your.
So I think cooking should be in the
southeast corner.
Southeast corner.
Water has to be in the northeast corner.
Water has to be in the
northeast corner, right? Mandir has to be in the northeast corner.
Mandir has. I am imagining from my home perspective.
Okay.
It has to be in the northeast
corner, right?
Northeast corner.
So master bedroom has to be the southwest corner of the house, head of the family.
Okay.
Right.
I think the entry door of the house should not be in the southwest.
South.
Okay. The entry should not be south.
South. I perspective as a layman's language shouldn't be in the south.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you go too much into nitty-gritties, then you're gonna go crazy about it, right? So master bedroom southwest. Sleeping position, the best place to have your head is on the south side.
So your head should be on the south and the legs on the north. Okay.
So these basic perspective, your locker, tijori has to be on the southwest side. Again, that should be the heaviest part of the house.
Okay.
So these basic nitty-gritties, very, very basic 5 pointers, which normally people look into. Then after that, there's no limit. Wardrobe kidhar hona chahiye, stuff like that. There's a never-ending, there's a long process, which we don't want to get into right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, Vastu 100% matters a lot today.
Does it work?
It does work. It does work. Yeah, it does work. Why should I say it doesn't work? Because I suppose we should scientifically.
It works for the client
correct.
As well.
Scientifically, it does affect you. It does affect you in the right way, not immediate. It might not give you negative aspects to it down the line, but it'll not make you. It'll not give you positive, but it'll not make you negative about things. That's the way all about Vastu, and you should really consider it in offices and everywhere possible. Your life needs to. If you're making, you are very much worried about your health, your family. You're spending so much money in your interior part of it. Why not consider Vastu into it?
Yeah, I mean,
it would definitely.
I think the problem starts happening when Vastu consultants start getting into every part of the designing. कि यहाँ color कौन सा होना चाहिए, दीवार पे color क्या होना चाहिए. टीवी किधर फेसिंग होनी चाहिए, waterfall होना चाहिए घर पे.
Brother, these kind of clients are there. We have dealt with them. We're doing a 20,000 square feet bungalow. Door किधर, bed किधर, side table किधर, locker किधर, window किधर होना चाहिए. They changed the whole bloody architecture of the house to the core, and they said this has to happen here, this has to happen, and this door can't be opposite this house, this door. So there are too many things which we have really dealt with and understood with them being a part of the project, and we have to follow those things because clients says we want it. We have find scientific reasons to it that we started following him. They have had some bad incidents in life. They came to the picture, they got their things sorted in life, and they're doing fantastically well with business and health. So by default, you have to follow it, And obviously, when they are believing in it, how can we go wrong, with it? So we follow it and we try to give the best option possible with regards to the Vastu. And we get to make things happen the right way. And we obviously learn a lot with them, right? So wherever we can make things better for the client's life with regards to design and Vastu together, compliance together, there's nothing like it for them.
True.
Like that.
True. So let me again go back to your firm. Your firm is HJ Talreja.
Correct, right.
With your name.
Right.
I would have assumed it should have been Amitabh.
Amitabh,
How did
correct.
this different name come around?
So Talreja is obviously my surname,
Yes.
right? HJ was H was my son's name, Hriday, and J was my partner's name.
Okay.
Like that. So we got them combined together, HJ.
Okay.
And Talreja came into, that's my being, that's me, my family, that's how I am here.
But I assume when you started it, this would not have been your name.
No, when I started,
because you got married in 2003.
Correct, right.
And you started your firm in 2000.
Yeah, correct, right. So this obviously happened recently only, about a few years back.
Okay.
Earlier, obviously, the name was, I've obviously changed the name from 3 to 4 times.
Okay.
Depending from time to time.
Vastu related. Or numerology related.
Vastu does come into the compliance with the naming also.
Okay.
But again, earlier it was just kept on. You just started a business, so I kept a different name.
Okay.
So started with Vision Art, then Vision Art became KL Talreja. KL Talreja became HJ Talreja.
Okay.
So I just kept changing 3 times, and this is it now.
Talreja was there.
Talreja was always there. I wanted to have that Talrejas, Sindhis coming up, right? That's what is all about, rather than getting some kind of a corporate name into the picture, which I obviously thought about. But again, I took some guidance from my senior people. They said, boss, it's been doing touchwood. You have been getting doing it so well with the brand name and everything. Why you want to go back to a corporate name? Stick to it. It's perfectly fine. I said, perfectly fine. Why not?
True.
So I figured that's what you always think about it, right?
True. So you have been into designing, but you also do the, like you mentioned in Nepal also, where you did the contracting.
Correct. Right. Yes.
I assume you're also doing the same in Bombay as well.
Right. So true.
So because of course there is a design and build community.
Correct.
And there is one segment of interior designing which just does consultancy part.
Correct. So true.
Doesn't get into
the headache part of it.
The headache part.
Correct. Right.
Why did you choose to get into the building part? Because of course it's one headache, but did it never affect your creative? Because sometimes people don't get into it because they feel that it hampers their
Correct.
creativity.
Right. So true. Right.
But how did you get this married in terms of doing it on your own?
So marriage happened only because we wanted to give client one-stop solution.
Okay.
Client didn't want to get into the mess of getting their own contractors. Not everyone knows many contractors around, right? They are doing the house for the first time or the second time or whatever. And they prefer one-stop solution rather than getting different contractors, then we marrying with them. And we always have a different set of opinion and they are not on the same sync with us. And then the project gets delayed or project gets hampered and stuff like that. So we thought of giving the client under one roof the same solution. So they are peacefully at ease. They look at their business, they look at the other part of the running day-to-day stuff, and we look at their house and making it from scratch till the handover, till the decor, the artifacts, everything what we can give it to them. That's what we have taken up right now as a core business, like that. So we have a good set of contracting team whom we get on table with the client's permission. If they're happy with the contractors, they like their work, then we get them on the board. We are very open with working with their contractors as well.
Okay.
Till the time they're happy with his finishing and his quality, we definitely get them on board.
Okay, so it's not mandatory.
There's no mandatory at all.
So
Because
it's an option to the
client. It's an option to the client. Client doesn't have, so we get our team on board.
Okay.
If they have a team, we definitely are just doing designing for them. That's much better. That's more easier to do.
So what is your preference?
I prefer designing, but if that's client says, boss, I don't have a team, then we have to to take it up. Why should we not take up a project because there's too much of stress into it, right? The contractors are a part of the industry, right? It's like a marriage. We have to have them as a part of the team and get the work done. So obviously all contractors are different mentalities are there, different way of working is there with different contractors. Some people work with material, some people you do only purely labor job, client wants to supply them the material. So every project to its own, something of that sort. So we do all kind of stuff, design execution, only execution for our architect fraternity, and that's how we're surviving the market, which is that's what is very good.
So because what one of the conflicts which happen between a client and an architect, interior designer,
correct,
is about vendors.
Right.
कि कौन सा माल कहाँ से लेना है,
yes.
कितना लेना है.
Correct.
There is a set of vendors whom you prefer because of the quality of work that they have delivered for you.
Service quality both matters together, right?
The client sometimes will know ये आप इसके पास लेके जा रहे हो मतलब
correct. आपका कुछ बना हुआ है, correct, right?
What kind of conflicts have you faced like these, and have they really been challenging in terms of that, or for you it's been okay?
See, obviously the client always has at the back of the mind that he might be having his cut and stuff like that, but we always take the client, sir, when any vendors, we can go with you over there, select the material, and we are done, right? We'll take you to the market, right? Could be Raghuvanshi Mill, it could be Lakshmi Industrial Estate, or wherever the market is. We go there, stroll around the whole market, check 2-3 vendors, select the product, we get the best pricing for you, and from there we take it up. So market is open to you. We don't have any fixed vendors, but okay, we know these vendors have supplied us the right material, given us a good pricing, and their services, after sales service is very good, because that matters the most, right? Today just supplying the material and you're done, that doesn't happen, because at times you fall short of material. That time you should be standing by you and arranging the material whenever need be. And the kind of quality, obviously nowadays, quality substandard stuff is also started coming in the market.
Yeah.
So he's giving the right quality, the first quality. These things matters a lot. So we always tell the client, let's go to the market. You have any vendors? We walk in with them. We don't have any vendors. We start looking the market. We take you to 3 places, because in one shop the selection never happens, right?
True.
We take them to 2-3 shops. Have an open mind. Walk around, look at the stuff. Then second time we go again to the same market. Okay, sir, this is what you have liked last time. And we start shortlisting from that basis, looking at the budget in mind, because obviously the numbers matters the most. At the end of the day, the project cost really plays a vital role. We start selecting the material, shortlisting them, and start working around with them. And same goes with the contractors also, So material is obviously without the material, the projects can't go ahead,
of
right?
course.
So marble, tiles, sanitary, fittings, wallpapers, curtains, furnishing, we go to 2-3 places. Open with the client. We say first go through it. We're not binding you with any vendors. You select, you like the stuff, then we talk to them over the pricing. Once you like the pricing, we can get them the best discount possible for you all. We take it from there.
Okay. I mean, I think it's quite a transparent.
Yes, we have to have a very transparent relation
process.
With regards to the contractors and the materials until the end of the project. It's a long marriage what we do with the clients, right? After sales service, once the project is handed over, there are some snag lists which has to be attended. And after years, also client calls us for service. That also we have got to stand by with them. Okay. XYZ, if the contractor is there,
bathroom leak ho raha hai.
it's our baby. We need to be there if the contractor is there or not, because contractors obviously they are big players, right? They keep traveling around for work and stuff like that. And if they don't give you service, we are here to give them service. After the service, we get if that contract is available, very good, but we get somebody else on board, and we need to sort out the issue what the clients are facing today.
So tell me, it's been a very long journey for you. 25
Correct.
years is not a small journey. What changes have you seen over the years happen? In this field itself, you be it clients, the way they behave, the way they are,
right?
To products,
correct.
To your own self, what you were.
Correct.
When you started to what you are,
right?
What are the changes that you have seen through your?
See, now, as of now, clients are much open to the industry, because with the Pinterest, with all the kind of design which are available online for them to Chat GPT is there. So many things are online available for them to get a reference for the designs, which are again very challenging, because
which is good or bad.
Which is good and bad together. It's a mix of it, right? Because something which are really possible, we have got to really make them understand that this is possible to be done and this is not possible to be done. Looking at the space and the size of the place. And at the end of the day, the budget matters, right? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if tomorrow if you give you X budget and the project cost reaches Y, they're going to make you go back to the X, which is not possible. That project already gone that level, right? Yeah. So keeping everything in mind, you need to make them understand, sir, what is possible. And every after the civil work is over, plumbing is over, electrical is over, there are running bills which are raised. So that makes client understand ki where are they reaching. That number matters. When you go to the market, ye bhi pasand aa gaya, pasand aa gaya. Lekin sir, open up, go back to your books, touch the
No, I mean,
reality.
when I was also making my house, right?
Right.
One of the most common things my interior designer and my wife used to do, अरे घर कौन सा हम हर रोज बनाते हैं, 10 साल में एक बार बनता है,
Right.
खर्चा कर दो,
खर्चा कर दो.
खर्चा कर दो.
कर दो.
And then when at the end of the time you see
So
the bill,
true.
you can
Correct.
imagine one amount and
Right.
it's good. So I think that balance from the interior designer is also important.
Brother, 100%. That
to-
matters the most,
to keep you in check.
100%. Because, see, material you have paid 100% and got it. But when the labor bill comes, that time the whole ball game
कटौती चालू
changes. Big time कटौती चालू होती है और काम तो कर लिया, right? Contract is in a big soup. मतलब सर आपने क्लाइंट को बोला नहीं कि आप हमारा बिल तो भाग रहा है, आपका गलती है, right? Something of that sort. So how do you balance both the places? So rather than keep things under control, and if the client is open to spend, we are more than happy to, because the more he spends, the better outlook of the house, the material what he uses. Obviously,
Yes.
if you're going to spend more, you're going to get better material, better quality of product, better designs and stuff like that. So everything matters a lot. Labors, obviously, contractors are going to make obviously more out of it, right? So, but again, the bigger, the better the product, the house, the bungalow, the office, everything comes out much better. But design is like, there's no limit to it. In today's time, any project can go to X to Y values. And design has no limits to it. You talk about the flooring, you talk about the ceiling, you talk about the panelings, furniture, decor,
And
artifacts.
plus today the customer has an exposure where
Yes.
he can give so many references.
100%. So true.
I think
100%.
वो जब तक वो घर खत्म
Correct.
नहीं होता है तब तक वो
Correct.
रेफरेंस ही बेचता
बेचते
रहेगा.
रहता है वो लोग
ये भी
बोलते हैं
कर
सर,
लेते हैं, ये भी कर लेते हैं.
वो लोग बोलते हैं सर अभी तो वो टाइम पूरा हो गया, it's gone, the boat is already sailed, something of that
True,
sort.
true,
So
true. So Amitaabh, now Marshalls is completing 50 years.
That's
this
amazing,
year.
brother.
So we have called it 50 Forward.
amazing, lovely.
And so it's 50 forward not just because of the past, the legacy which is there, but also we look forward to more years.
Correct. Yes.
There. So with that theme, we also have this fast forward round
Okay.
where we ask you certain questions,
Sure.
and we request you to give us fast, quick answers.
100%, please.
Okay. So you ready for the same?
Yes.
Okay. Do you reject clients?
Yes. 1%, 2% we do reject clients.
Okay.
Yes.
Any particular reason?
Depending on their, how they approach us and what kind of a thought process they have, right?
Okay.
They want a 5-star at a budget of 2 stars is not really possible, right?
Okay.
And how much time and effort they want us to put into the compared to kind of returns we are going to get out of it.
Okay. Form or function?
Both goes 50-50.
No. One. If you have to pick one of it.
Function.
Okay. Better customer to work with, decisive or experimental?
Experimental.
Okay. Your go-to source for design inspiration?
The senior architects who are there in the industry, right? And the junior one, you learn with everybody in the industry today,
Okay.
right?
One word to describe your design style?
Very functional, very practical.
Okay. If you were not a designer, what would you be?
What would I be?
Fashion guy?
No, fashion.
Oh, sorry. Gym instructor?
No. Model.
Model. Okay. Morning thinker or a night owl?
Morning thinker is better.
Okay.
Morning thinker is better.
No, I'm saying about you.
Morning. 100%.
No, okay, not a night owl.
No, not a night owl.
The one material you are tired of seeing.
One material I'm tired of seeing. Brother, now the market is
And
huge.
still you have to use it. And it cannot be wallpapers.
Get me wallpapers. Yeah, there's so many of it. Marble you talk about. Been seeing in and out. But today's time, you have such beautiful tiles which have come out. One, it just replicates marble, zero maintenance. The kind of size, the slab what are coming in the market is amazing. So I would really go for tiles nowadays rather than marble.
Okay. Monochrome or bold colors?
Bold is definitely yes.
Yes. Pakka Sindhi.
Pakka Sindhi.
Open spaces or cozy nooks?
Cozy nooks.
Okay. Coffee table books or Pinterest boards?
Coffee table books.
Okay. Chandeliers or recessed lighting?
Recessed lighting.
Okay. Vintage or modern?
Modern.
The craziest thing your client has ever demanded you to do?
Craziest thing.
The secret door or bedroom के bed के ऊपर mirror.
That we have done for a client. Bed ke upar mirror definitely, yes, we've done for one of the clients.
Any other wackiest things?
Any other wackiest things can't be told over here.
Okay. One thing you always keep on your desk, except your mobile.
I have a beautiful bamboo shoot plant which is there since almost a decade now with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Your favorite wall finish?
Wall finish.
You can say wallpaper. Though.
Wallpaper, 100%. The fastest way to do it and the beautiful designs what you get in today's market. Any project can be completed overnight. Right? That's what people want.
Yeah.
And beautiful finishes which I suppose paint can't give you today. Right? You think about a design, it can be created, it can be made, and it can be installed within no time.
That's the
Yes.
Customization has really taken it to the
Different level.
The next level.
Different level, yes.
True. So, Amitabh, as we come to the end of this podcast, which has really run off very quickly, you started at a time when interior designing architecture was not a big thing.
Correct.
And today it is.
It is, right.
So many students, so many people now taking it as one of the main professions.
So true.
What is your advice to the next gen who want to get into this field? One, whether you want them to come, and second is what should they be really doing to be successful just like you?
I suppose the new gen definitely are into it, and it's a big industry. It's growing left, right, and center. The new gens are more smarter with tech, which we were not that time, and that kind of technologies were not available to us a decade, 2 decades back. And today, with the technology and with the kind of exposure what they have, they can definitely cross boundaries. And people are wanting to have the new generations also in the industry because they get some freshness to the industry, and there's something new which they come up with the market. And it's an amazing industry. Just be there, hold on. A lot of hard work is there, a lot of effort is there, a lot of overtimes are there, right? So which we all need to give a lot, which normally the new gen are not keen to do that, right? They prefer to have a very chilled out life.
Yes.
I suppose that's the only thing. Just hang on, do your best, give your time, 100% dedication. You can hit the market with big time.
So before we go, I was meaning to ask this before, but you have done this entire podcast being barefoot.
Yeah.
What is the reason for that?
I've just given up, I've just given up the shoes.
You have given up your shoes?
Yeah, for a while, yes.
Why is that?
Just thought, watch, shoes, just want to just get rid of whatever excess baggage can be given off.
But any particular reason?
No, yeah, just came overnight, just got a thought overnight.
Wow. So everywhere you go, you're barefoot?
Yes, 99% I do go barefoot, yes.
Nice. So I'm going to catch you in bowling also barefoot.
100%, yes.
Done. So amazing podcast with you. So many things to learn.
Same here.
Amitabh, it's been a chilled, it's been a fun podcast. I think time has just flown by.
100%.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Pleasure's all mine, brother.
For us, for the people who see you, got to learn so much about you today. And thank you for gracing the occasion for us.
Pleasure all mine. It was lovely having myself over here with you all. Amazing stuff. Got to really interact with you after ages. And going to be there all the while with Marshalls.
All right. Thank you so much, Amitabh.
Pleasure all mine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.